Join me as I dive into the question of when midlife really begins, and I'll share my personal journey to figure it all out. Mention the word midlife and most people conjure up images of a middle-aged person, probably around 40 or 50, going through some kind of crisis. We've all seen the stereotypes: the sports car purchase, the attempt to recapture youth, the feeling of being stuck in a rut. But what if I told you that midlife isn't quite so clear-cut? That the definition of midlife is still shrouded in mystery, and experts can't even agree on when it begins? So, what do the experts say? Some say midlife starts as early as 30, while others claim it doesn't begin until 60. Some researchers define midlife as the decade between 40 and 50, while others stretch it out to encompass the entire second half of our lives. And then there are those who argue that midlife isn't about age at all, but rather a psychological state of transition. One study published in the journal Psychological Science found that the perception of midlife varies greatly depending on factors like socioeconomic status, education level, and even personality traits. Another study in the Journal of Adult Development discovered that people's subjective experience of midlife can be influenced by their sense of control, self-identity, and social relationships. But what about the biological perspective? Our bodies undergo significant changes as we age, from declining hormone levels to decreasing physical strength. Do these physical changes signal the start of midlife? Some researchers argue that they do, citing the midlife decline in fertility and the corresponding increase in chronic health issues. So, what's the takeaway from all these conflicting opinions? Perhaps the most compelling finding is that midlife is a highly subjective experience, shaped by a complex interplay of psychological, cultural, and biological factors. Delving deeper into the research, we find that midlife can be characterized by a sense of self-re-evaluation, a desire for personal growth, and a shift in priorities. But what triggers this process? Is it a specific age, a major life event, or something more intangible? Some experts believe that midlife is characterized by a sense of crisis, as we confront the realities of our own mortality and the limitations of our accomplishments. Others argue that midlife can be a time of tremendous opportunity, as we tap into our accumulated knowledge and experience to pursue our passions and make a meaningful impact. I've found that my own journey through midlife has been marked by both of these elements, the crisis of identity and the thrill of new possibilities. In the end, it's clear that midlife is a highly individualized experience, shaped by a unique combination of factors that defy easy categorization. So, what does this mean for us? Midlife is a highly subjective and personal experience, and its exact boundaries can vary greatly from person to person. The age-old question of when midlife begins is less important than the deeper questions we must ask ourselves: what does midlife mean to me? What are my goals, aspirations, and values? And how can I use this stage of life to create a more fulfilling, purpose-driven existence? So, when do you think midlife begins? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious about exploring more life stages, be sure to check out our video on quarter-life crises. Thanks for watching.